Yeah, exactly. If you got one of the two, it's fine. But if you got both,
just say it.
But the thing is, the only thing that men would probably think about getting any surgery doing is probably like a bigger penis size, which again isn't a black man problem. So
no, that's definitely not a black man problem.
We're fine. We're fine in that kind of respect. But the only thing I'd want to do is to get bigger, muscular.
You know what? If I was to have a surgery, I know what I'd do.
Well, tell me.
Okay, so there's you can have surgery to make yourself taller. Where they
that's agony.
Yeah, I know, but no, I know, and I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
However, I am just about short enough for my height to occasionally be a problem.
What, on a roller coaster?
Like, you know.
On a roller coaster?
I'm good on roller coasters.
Okay, that's good.
But occasionally, I might match with a girl on Tinder.
What, on a roller coaster?
Like, you know.
On a roller coaster?
I'm good on roller coasters.
Okay, that's good.
But occasionally, I might match with a girl on Tinder, and she goes, what
we
height
spoke
are you?
about
I go,
this.
I'm 5'9". She goes, see ya, you gotta be
I
at
think
least
5'9's a brilliant height.
Yeah, but my point is this.
It's a brilliant height.
not
for
bad
all
height.
women, or some women that are more superficial than yourself.
No. Dynamite comes
They
in
say,
small
you know-
pages. They are missing a trick.
Yes, they are, but the fact still remains that I get
It's
in
a problem.
I have just enough issues about my height to be aware of that surgery and to see the possible benefits. Yeah, like
But how much taller would you want to be?
About 2 inches. That's it, 5'11". Nice. Snap, because the thing is, I think about it as well. I said I snap my leg in the shin, right, and I pull it apart, and yeah, it'll be agony for like 2 months. But then those 2 months will come and go,
And then
Then it's just height.
And then
It's
on
all
Tinder,
height
you'll
from
be
there.
pulling them all because you'll be 5'11".
Exactly.
Is this about Tinder?
Yes, it's about it.
Tinder, you see what you've done, Tinder? Tinder, you've put him in a dilemma where he wants to break his legs to make himself taller.
Yeah.
Because, in fact, it's not even Tinder, it's girls and their
women.
very, very brutal ways of putting, in the status of it, put, if you're no
Do
taller
girls
than
put
6
that?
Yes.
in the status, many as well.
I'm not being funny, but I'm not on Tinder. I don't really know. So
How it
tell me
works.
what people say on.
Well, this is what. Okay, so girls will say, "Oh, you specifically have to be this height."
But
on their
what
profile.
height? Like-
No, okay. Well, they'll put their height.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is like they say, "Oh, I'm 5'7", and what she's really saying is you've got to be at least 5'10".
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
but then get this,
Yeah.
get this, right? So there have been occasions when I've matched with ladies on Tinder, and we're talking, we're communicating, we're conversing, and we're getting on,
Bantering,
and it's
yeah.
great and it's fine, and we're at the stage where we're about to arrange to like meet up, and it's like, oh, I get on with this human being, I get on with this human being, maybe something could come about,
Yeah.
and then she will say, oh, by the way, how tall are you?
What don't you like?
Because I'm not that kind of person.
But you don't want to turn up on the date and then go,
Yeah, but get this. I tell them what height I am, and you know they do. Unmatch me.
I feel like I need to give you a hug. It's not on.
I don't have
I
that
just
issue.
feel like that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think
But you're not the only guy that said it as well. I've got
Really?
other friends, like my short friends of mine, they've come up to me and they say, what is it with girls on Tinder? It was the hug, wasn't it? It was the double D hug. Yeah. Whenever you have a double D hug, it's like grandma's hot soup.
Starting to perspire.
Yeah,
Right.
it happens. What were we talking about? Tinder. Yeah, it happens a lot. It's really often that you see that girls put that status. If you're not taller than 6 foot, then don't apply.
that is
But what if we said, if you were no bigger than double D's, please do not swipe right?
Yeah.
Actually,
It would be uproar.
There
You know
would
what?
be
You know what?
uproar.
Actually.
Double
yeah,
standards.
Before we get back to our topic, this happened to me last night. I went to a bodybuilding conference the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And I took a picture of me with this male bodybuilder called Sean Stafford.
Okay.
Sean Stafford is like a good few inches taller than me, and I have that picture as my profile picture on WhatsApp. Girl messages me last night, guys. Just how tall are you anyway? That's what she said. She goes, are you like 5'3"? So guess what I said to her?
5'3".
Yeah. So then,
Sizes.
but afterwards I said to her, well, I said, yes, I am 5'3", load of rubbish, but afterwards I was like,
That's the size
but
of
I said,
Kim
how
Kardashian.
big are your breasts and how big is your ass?
Good for you.
You know, seeing that's what we're
Yeah.
doing. If that's what we're doing.
What was her reply?
She didn't respond.
Exactly.
Have you heard from her today?
No.
Oh no.
Shame on you.
That little fishy got
Sizes.
away.
Shame on you.
But that is shameful.
But we're digressing. Plastic surgery.
Okay, going back to your surgery.
Don't break your legs.
I have a question about surgery actually.
Yeah.
Have you, because like what a lot of people would like to think with plastic surgery is like, oh, it's vain, it's narcissistic, and there's no reason to do it, etc. Have you noticed a difference in your life, like post and pre-surgery?
Oh, that's true.
Do men treat you differently now? Do women treat you differently?
I think that.
Like, for instance, a larger breast. Have you noticed, like, when you got larger breasts, you're like, oh, I'm getting more attention. Things like that. Has there been any difference, or is it just
You know what? It's so funny because I always feel like I walk around and I never pay attention to what's going on around me. I'm like not great. Like I'm on my phone. I trip upstairs. Like I'm trying to make a call. I'm looking at my emails.
You don't really get to see the guys.
But I must admit
Googling.
that when I go out at night and I do get dressed up, I get a whole host of people. Are they real? You know.
Oh, they go straight in for the kill.
Yeah, people just ask me, and men ask me straight out, "Are your boobs real? Or you've got amazing boobs? Are they real?" And girls actually come up to me and they're like, "Oh my god, your boobs are amazing," and I'm like, "Don't worry, they're not real. You can buy them too, and it's cool." And I say that to all of them, and everybody just laughs at me.
Have you ever had this right? You're out with a couple of girls, and there's like you turn up, the girl who's got like some fake breasts, and then they're all in a corner somewhere going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
and you're there like.
Oh, I always get.
This isn't fair.
And I always get weird. I always get. Can we just touch them? Do they feel like real boobs? You know, can you?
Are you open? Do you also?
Yeah. I'm just like, well, they do feel like real boobs.
So you know what I want to ask now, don't you?
Can I touch them?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's applicable.
Only Ciaran would ask that. Only Ciaran.
Well, it just seemed like a natural progression, didn't
Natural progression.
Yeah, it was set up.
Yeah.
I think I teed you up for that as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where do we go from here?
But
But have I felt any different?
Yeah.
I must admit that sometimes I do get a bit paranoid that people are talking about me because I was on the.
Even if they're not.
No, because I was on the tube the other day and I was sitting across from these two boys and I heard them say breasts. So I had my headphones in, so it looked like I was listening to music, but there was no music playing out because I don't know why. There was just no music playing out because sometimes that happens.
Sometimes I do it just to catch people saying stuff. Just to listen in on conversations that they think no one is.
And then I heard them say, "Do you think she's had her lips done?" And one guy was like, "She's definitely had her lips done." And he was like, "She's definitely had her boobs done too." He was like, "They're not real." And then when I got off the tube, they were like, "She's definitely had work done." And I was like,
did you say anything?
no, I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
a shame.
how many people are having these conversations with my headphones in and I just can't hear it?
Many.
You know?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get into work, like I got into work on Sunday and someone was like, have you had your lips done? It's like, yeah. Again. Yeah. Okay.
Is there, are you going to have any more surgery?
Yeah, I will have more surgery.
What will you have done, you
I
think?
would like to have my nose done next.
Why? Why your nose?
Because I think you have a lovely nose.
Your nose is fine.
I do, really. His nose is good.
It's a good nose.
I mean,
Is
I'm
it a
not.
good nose?
I'm not a nose fetishist or anything.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Some people are.
Yeah.
But it's a good nose. But
Yeah,
why,
like I
what
said.
do you see that you feel like, no?
I've got like a slight bump in here and I'd like to have the bridge narrowed, which seems to be like the it trend at the moment. But am I doing it because it's an it trend? That
Is there,
everyone's like,
there's trends for noses.
A
The
little
trend
bit.
nose you can have.
it's a trend nose you can have.
What?
Yeah. But the only reason I would have it is because I feel like it would. I don't know.
Who's got this nose? Who's got this trend nose?
Yeah,
I
he's
want
got
an
his,
example.
like-
Kim Kardashian's got the trend nose.
And it's called a what?
No, I don't. It's not called anything.
Anything.
But what you do is you just sort of like smooth it, make the bridge in your nose slightly smaller and lift.
Like Michael Jackson had it. He had it well thin.
No,
like,
not like Michael Jackson.
He
I'm not
fucked
going
up.
to Michael Jackson.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, don't do that.
But I'd love to have my nose done.
Okay.
But weirdly enough, I was so set on it, and now something's pulling me back from it.
What would you think?
I
You
don't
think
know
it's
if it's because
Do you think you might be going too far?
Is it an addiction, you think, now?
listen, you can. I've got one thing to say. When you have surgery done, I started off with Botox, and I said I would never go onto the knife. I said I was always happy with myself, and I was pleased to be alive and be athletic and all of that. I said I'd never go onto the knife, but it does slowly creep. You start with Botox, you start messing around with filler.
You have to find a point where you
start altering, and then bang, you're gone under the knife. And the problem with that is, you go under the knife, it's successful. So
Yeah.
then you think, God, I've missed. That's it. I've been really successful. I've had this really successful boob job, as I perceive it.
And then it makes you think, well, I could do something else.
And then you think, it's kind of like.
Are you treating surgery like a lot of people treat buying clothes? Like, for instance, I'll go out shopping and I'll be in the size and I'll see a jacket, like, oh my God, that jacket is sick. And I try it on and it gives me this jolt of like self-esteem, and I feel really great about myself. And then for like a month or two, I wear this jacket. And I feel sexy,
the man.
But then eventually the
that
jacket just becomes another jacket.
Exactly.
So then I need to buy a new jacket.
A new jacket.
Is that what's going on with the surgery?
I think that you can become complacent with surgery. I think that you can begin to think, actually, my body can handle all of this.
So you'll get
I'm healthy, I can have more and more done, and it will be a success. So I do think that I have slowly started to debate this, because I think to myself,
do I need the nose job?
Do I need it? Is it one step too far? Where am I going with this? And I think it's important to do that, because I think the problem is I'm pro-surgery, but I'm not pro 300 operations or so many.
Looking at you now, don't think you need to have a nose job in any way, shape or form. Your nose looks completely fine. It doesn't look like you have a weird looking nose, but what is it in you that makes you feel like, I need to get it done? You say something about, is it to please other people, you were saying?
I just think, I just think it would change me, wouldn't it? It would give me like a bit of a edge, something different. Maybe I'm bored at looking at the same old face.
It is like the clothes thing.
It is like the clothes thing.
It's just like a fashion accessory, but this is with your body.
Is it a fashion accessory? Is it just
no?
Or is there something deeper? Is there some sort of
There must be something deep. There must be something deep.
Are you not happy with you, would you say? Or
no, I am happy with me, and I think that as I've got a bit older in life, and I'm approaching 30 soon.
Approaching 30?
Exciting, isn't it?
I could tell.
Yeah.
30 is the new 20.
Wow.
You look like you're no older than 25.
But I know. But and I think that you get to the stage where you are comfortable with yourself, and you do start seeing yourself in a different light.
Yeah.
Deep down, I must have low self-esteem, and there must be a lack of something. And I think anyone who does want to alter their body, I think they have to come out and accept that. But I'm not saying that I want to look so dramatically different. I want to have good cosmetic surgery that's measured. I don't want to come out looking like a different person.
Yeah.
I still want to be myself, because I'm comfortable in my body. I'm not wanting to go and have plastic surgery to look like Britney Spears. I'm not wanting to go to have plastic surgery to look like, some people alter themselves to look like a celebrity. I don't want that. I just want to refine myself.
I get you. Yeah. That's a different kind of, that's not always usually, that's not a common case with plastic surgery. Like, who did I see the other day on This Morning? The guy who had...
the Ken doll.
Yeah, so he's had...
Rodrigo Alves got necrosis.
Who's this?
He's called Rodrigo Alves.
That's it, like a Brazilian guy, right?
Yeah.
And there's a girl that he usually comes in with sometimes. She tries to look like Barbie. So she's really, made her... She looks like an actual Barbie, like she looks plastic.
But has she had all of that work done to look like that?
Yeah, she has. Where's that come from? That's weird.
But that is a bit strange, because I think actually I don't want to look like Barbie, and I don't want to look like Pamela Anderson, and I don't want to look like Ciaran. I want to look like myself, but a refined version.
Yeah.
And I think there needs to become a balance between what you can realistically achieve in plastic surgery and what is way over the boundary.
So what advice would you give to anyone now, if they were thinking about getting plastic surgery done tomorrow?
Well, first of all, I think be realistic. Don't go in there saying, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. Work with what you've got. One, think, why do I want to have cosmetic surgery? Two, really think about where you're going to go, who the best doctors are, do your research, go on numerous consultations. Because if I hadn't done that, I would have been walking around with 2 watermelons that I couldn't sustain. So
weighing you down as well.
And have your research.
Back problems, all that
always
shit.
Punched over like a geriatric.
Yes, and take advice. Take advice. And I know sometimes we don't want to take advice and we think we know best. Take advice. look at pictures of breast jobs, know that you're going to be scarred for life. That's something that's really important to take into consideration.
Yeah.
I went into surgery, I had no scars on my body. I've come out of surgery and I'm scarred. I'm scarred for life. Is that something you can live with? Is that something you want to live with? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about putting yourself under general? You know, you go to sleep, it stays in your system, it does affect you. One, you're going under a major operation.
Yeah.
You know, and you're altering yourself and you're healthy. And that's what a lot of people couldn't get around when I said to them, I'm going to have a boob job done. They were like, why?
You've healthy.
Got good boobs, you're healthy, you're putting yourself under massive risk. And I never really thought of that until I had it done, and then I woke up under under general. You're on morphine. You've got like 2,000 stitches in your body.
I'd imagine you're really sore as well.
I had bruises up to here because I had a full uplift because I wanted them to look fake. So they pulled all my skin, all my muscle, gave me an ultra uplift, put the breast underneath. And I was bruised, like quite significantly, you know, and you can't do much. You've got loads of stitches. I've got a scar around my nipple, down the breast and underneath. So it's called a classic anchor scar, which a lot of people have. And you really have to think, actually, that's the rest of my life with this scarring. And I've chosen to do that. You know, so really think, I'm changing myself and I am going to be scarred.
Is what you've done by modifying your body really any different to, say, somebody modifying their bedroom, or say somebody getting a really nice wardrobe, or covering themselves in tattoos? I guess that's kind of like surgery in a sense. Like, I feel like everybody likes to identify through some form of expression, whether or not that is, oh, I've got an amazing family, or look at my car is awesome, I clean my car and I swap my car for a better car. And I don't know, like, say, for instance, if somebody's like massively overweight and they want to get in shape, well, they can do stuff that they need to do and get in shape and look the way they want to look and then feel good about themselves. But if you have a butt ugly face and you don't want to... No. I mean, at least...
Some people do.
I mean, not directly. But if you have a butt ugly face, and so helping God, you want to know what it feels like to be a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be just happy to have the butt ugly face from birth until death and just accept your lot in life? Don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
But I think that maybe what you said there is very true. Like, maybe we all try and resonate with a group in life somehow. You know, like you've got tattoos and you work out in the gym and you look great and you're resonating with bodybuilders. That's your kind of thing. Yeah. You know, Anthony.
Which I did because I was fat and people used to make fun of me.
No. Can we
Really?
get a fat picture of you, please? Just one.
Well,
Fat
I
picture.
can't
They'll burn.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I'm not making any promises.
And you know, Anthony's kind of rocking like the ripped jeans, the Doc Martens, the skull ring.
Yeah, this is my image.
He's got his image going on, and then I've got my image, and we all fall into a different category in society. So
She does look like Marilyn.
I'll sing you happy birthday one day. But you know, maybe you're right. Maybe we do try and resonate with a community or a group.
Maybe we do. And by the way, my birthday's actually coming up. If you'd like to sing happy birthday. Even happened with us actually, us Jamaicans. We were raped by our white slave owners, which is why
You get like the lighter
yeah,
skin.
you see
And
this
then-
slightly pale skin tone.
So I made it through.
It's because like one of my ancestors was raped
So that's,
by some white guy.
So that's so.
I've literally got that in my body right now.
Yeah.
Find out next week on Black Man Problems. Tune in every Sunday and don't forget to subscribe.